Hello, and welcome back to another Foxy No Tail live stream here live on Twitch, playing some truly Bedrock in a minute when I ever get into the server, if that's even possible. Who knows? Hello, Rotated Owlface. You've been here a while, my friend, and so have you, Lawful Meat here. How are you both doing? Hello, Kaz. Hello, Crimson. Hello, Chainer. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. What a nice day to be alive. We're here. I can hear minecarts, but I can't see anything. There we go. We finally got in. I need to not look in that direction because of stuff. You can't see it yet. You'll have to wait until Saturday to see that. Don't look at it. Shh. Be quiet. How's everybody doing? What's going on? I apologize for not being around the last few weeks. I was a bit poorly. I was a little bit poorly, and then I've been busy. I've been doing things. Good morning, mates. Good morning, Flying Red Rabbit. Hello there to you all. What have I been doing, you might ask? None. I've been doing none business. Shut up. I can't divulge too much information. It's nothing you'd be interested in. It's not like content or like new things or anything like that. But it's I've been basically helping out a friend of mine. And it always sounds like, do you mean a friend or do you mean you? No, an actual friend has been working for many months on a conversion of a house. Well, it wasn't a house. It was an old rundown building which they've now converted into a house, and it is being televised, should I say? And that's about as much as I can say about it, I think. And they had to finish by yesterday so that it could all get filmed. Washing your hair short, says Real Chaos. Yeah, so I had to go and help finish it all off. I've been there since sort of last Thursday, getting it all done and dusted and sorted out and ready, and it looks marvelous. It's wonderful, and I got to meet a whole bunch of people from the television. At which one point, one of them offered me a job, but I think they were only joking because they haven't actually come back and said, "Hey, look, here's how you get a job." They were just like, "Oh, you're good at doing these things. You should have a job." Yeah, it'd be nice to have a job, wouldn't it? So there you go. That's what I've been up to. I've been busy. Haven't got a job. Thought I might have for a minute. And that was, guess what that was for doing? I was set dressing, if you like, but I was actually out in the garden making a little like rockery flower bed thing, which was nice. I'd never done anything like that before, and apparently they really liked it. I went to the garden centre, bought a load of plants and some wood chip and some decorative stones and put it all together, and they really liked it. So I've been doing like Minecraft in real life. It's been amazing. Really enjoyed it as well, although it's been quite tiring. Nobody's talking. Can you hear me? We don't really have much to say about that. Fair enough. Give me your XP, guys. I need it. You have a job, Foxy. It's to entertain us. Do you know what I mean? An IRL job, as they say. Right, peeps. In the last few live streams, we finished off this place. It's all working rather well. I've been here a few times to get many redstone and to get many XP bottles. And I did have a plan for this stream, but I completely forgot what it was. The next Charlie Dimmock says, "Yep. Yeah, you don't find me wearing a bra neither, Ruff. So, yeah, I'm coming after a job." How are we all? Nice to have Foxy back, says Dave. Hello. The plan was push-ups, says PLJ95. I don't think it was. It's so hot in here. I'm roasting today. I've had my like wireless thermometer thing in the other room, and it turns out it's quite cold in that room. So I've come in the office this morning and I'm on fire, hence wearing a t-shirt. Right, okay. We have finished with those guys for now. What I'd really like to do, but I don't really want to spoil Saturday's video, is I'd like to finish off the outside of our skyscraper over here. But I've just flown back from that area trying to not show you anything. But yeah, the outside of this thing is rubbish. I need to put glass in the bottom layers. We need to do the windowsills and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's what I kind of need to do. What I kind of need to do, guys. So should we do that? Or should we do some resource gathering? I do need to go to the end desperately and get some more shulker boxes, although we could really have done with a trim before I did that, and I haven't had a trim. Sounds, context. So what do you think? Should we do a poll? Let's do a poll. Manage poll. I want a new one, please. I want, what shall we do today? So, finish skyscraper. Resource gathering, and that's basically sand and gravel, and then or end raiding. And I know what you're all going to pick. I don't know why I'm even bothering doing it, because you all hate me. You got 3 minutes. Go do it. Can I join on Java? Says oh, not on Java, I'm on Bedrock. And also no, sadly not. Roll villagers, it's so exciting. Says, I finished rolling them. They're all rolled, Roth. Be top of death leaderboard, based God, says PLJ Lineford. I could do that. I mean, I do need the head. Oh my goodness. Oh no, that's hours played. I was like, Jen's died 629 times. So you see, you need more ender chests, says Chen. No, I don't need more ender chests. I need more shulker boxes. I might have said ender chests. I'm a bit out of the Minecraft loop. I'm not really with it. My head's in other places at the moment. Have I got any iron? I don't know if I've cleared out my iron farm in a minute. I think Jen will be offended when she finds out you think she died that many times. I didn't think so. That's why I was like, it's like, there's no way she's died that many times. So the opposite of what you said. So I don't think Jen will be offended at all. In fact, she'd be quite happy that I didn't think she'd died 600 and however many times. Oh man, end raiding. What do we need for end raiding? It's going to be end raiding, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. Well, rude. Okay, we're going to need wood. Oh, that's another thing I'm desperate for. Has anyone got a wood shop on the server? This is my pitiful amount of wood. That's all I got. So cool. Get to see Foxy make a shulker farm on stream with no prep. No, it's not a shulker farm. I'm going end raiding. I wouldn't even know where to start building a shulker farm. Like, put a few fields out with some shulker boxes in it and some fences. Wear a farmer's hat. That's how you do it. Needs wood. Right, let's go chop a bit of preliminary wood, and then we'll worry about that. Yeah, we got 67% of votes for end raiding. Oh man. We can get to go through our shiny new end portal though. Make one which will be much funnier, lol, says Chainer605. I wouldn't I wouldn't even, I honestly wouldn't know where to start with the shulker farm. I have done absolutely no research on shulker farming. The only thing I know is that they not do it from like shooting each other. There's a chance that they'll duplicate if they shoot each other. Is that right? That's about it on my limit of knowledge. I really want to make one. I want to spend some time learning it and figuring it all out and make my own version of it. I don't want to go running in and watching someone's tutorial and get that set in my mind how it works. I want to just fiddle with it and see how it goes. But I should probably learn at least how the mechanics work before I take on that endeavor. Certainly not something to do on a live stream, I don't think. End raiding, it won. Oh, goody. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. All of you that voted end raiding. Wow. Rude. So what's been going on while I've been away? What's been happening while I've been off being all poorly and stuff? We did record some stuff. Mr. Beardstone had a thing going on that I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about yet. We recorded a really, really, really good fun thing there. And then I realized that I recorded the entire thing, from my point of view, with absolutely no audio. So that was good. That won't be coming out anytime soon. What do you expect, says Mitz? I knew it would be that, Mitz. It needs doing, though. I'm desperate. I have no shulker boxes at all. So, and I believe if we went to the shops, they're pretty much all, well, last time I went, they were all sold out, and people keep moaning at me on the server, when are we going to have a trim? So I'm pretty sure that the end's pretty slim pickings at the moment. So yeah, end raiding, it had to be, really. which is going to be fun because I love end raiding. It's so much fun getting shot up in the air by shulkers constantly. Oh, yes. I can't wait. Woohoo! And I have excitement coming out of my ears. Can you see it? Look, it's just dribbling down the side of my face. Look at all of that excitement. Earwax. Yeah, same thing, isn't it? Gooey, smelly earwax. Right, we'll get a couple more trees and then we'll go. Jeez. You're all being rather quiet today. What's going on? I'm not used to this. You normally all babbling in my ear, asking me, questions about stuff that I don't have the answers to. What's going on? What's happening? At least it's not as bad as Java. That hit harder and constantly on there. Yeah. End raiding Java edition, not fun. Yeah. Especially when there's no Elytra left for me and Mitz gets the only one. Yeah. Yeah, bad times doing end raiding on Java edition. Mitz is mean. Steals all of the Elytras. Foxy, what's the meaning behind the left turn on a right angle? What? The left turn on a right angle? What are you talking about? What are you on about? Ask nonsensical questions that make absolutely no sense whatsoever. Give me a clue at least. Hello, Rock Dog, peeping from behind the wall. I see you there. I see you. What do you think you're doing, peeping? What do you think you're doing? Right, you can have junk. Now, I could do with a bucket of water and a shield. We're going to do this properly. Oh, you don't really need a shield when you go end raiding, but I might as well have one. Have I got one? I have one. Oh, that's handy. Let's put wood away in wood box. Ah, yeah. That's for making shulker boxes, you see. What other useful things would one require end raiding? There's always stuff that you need, but I can never remember what it is. Ender pearls. Ender pearls would probably be quite useful. I have a whole bunch of those at my new villager system place. Let's go and grab some ender pearls. I think he's being obtuse, says Ruff. I know. I got it. Twas a wood for shulkers. Yeah, that's what we just got, mate. It's good. Yeah, I'm glad you're paying attention. Excellent. Good job. Have a quick sleep in my outside bed. A pumpkin, says Ruff. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Just in case, as Meerkat. Yeah, absolutely. Pumpkin. Yeah, good thinking. You see, this is why I invite you here to watch these streams. Imagine how... I can't imagine how things would go if you weren't here. What do I need for the end? Oh, look at all those Endermen. They're nice, aren't they? Let's pop that on there. Right, Ender pearls. Oh, there's water here. I got a couple in here. We'll take a couple stacks. You never know. You never know. Are you growling at me? Shut up. Leave me alone. Right, what else I need? Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Probably have pumpkin in here somewhere. I have pumpkins, but it's not the pumpkin I'm looking for. I don't have one in there. I could have sworn. Ah, there it is. I knew I had pumpkin. Right, so hat off. Pumpkin on. Might as well put it on now. Not going to hurt. You can all go back in there, please. Let's go to the end. Do end things. Good morning, Mr. No-Tail, sir, says Savage Flump. Hello, Savage Flump. Infinity bow, says Roth. Oh, a bow. A bow would be good. Oh, and a looting sword, of course. Yes, we need the equipments, don't we? Yeah. Okay, where's my spare infinity bow? That will do. I need a pickaxe. I need an axe. I do not need a shovel. There is no requirement for a shovel in the end. We'll have a looting sword, and she'll have an arrow. I don't think I need anything else. Let's pop that over there so I know which is my good one. Is it decent? Yeah, it's decent. It's decent, that is. It's decent, mate. But now my axe and my pickaxe are the wrong way around. This just won't do. Well, we are now 100% prepared for whatever the end throws at us. Unless it's something I'm not prepared for. Leading up more than that 36 rockets, says Roth. Oh my goodness. Jeez. All right. I was prepared for a rather short journey. Jeez. There we go. We'll carry a few more bits of that. I don't want to fill my inventory up too much because you end up getting all the junk. However, that being said, last time I went end raiding, all the junk had gone missing from all of the chests. So, yeah, whether that bug's still in the game or not, I don't know. Might be. Don't forget to put helmet back on when in cities, though, says Mitz. No, we don't need a helmet. I'm strong like bull. Nothing can hurt me. I don't know which way to go. I thought it was that way. Maybe it's this way. Maybe I've gone down too far. Ah, there it is. Could really do to dig those other 2 lines of the ceiling out on the way, but again, I don't really want an inventory full of rubbish.
Someone has just subscribed for 5 months. I cannot believe it.
Good job, Waffles. Thank you very much for subscribing.
Subscribed for 5 months. Inventory update. We need it too badly.
We do. We do need an inventory update too badly. When's that going to happen? I needs it. I needs it now. Right, we should probably set our spawn. It's a good idea. There we go. And let's hop in. See what the old end's got for us. A game with the signposts. One day maybe, says Mitz. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'm not going to make any promises. Right, we'll pop through one that people have already gone through, obviously, and then we'll go fly off in a erratic direction. In fact, I don't. It'd be useful to know what direction those ones go off in. Can't even get on.
Rotated Owl Face just subscribed. Jeez.
Yay! Thank you, Rotated Owl Face, for just subscribing. It's like. You could read that a different way, couldn't you? They just subscribed. They could have done more, but they just subscribed. Thanks, Roth. 37 months. Emergency golden apple in case you caught it in the tower. Nah, I always forget to eat them. Ready, steady, go. Huh. Well, that worked out well, didn't it? What? What? Why? Why do I get all the bugs? Here, have a bit of stone. What? Why? Why me? Okay. It worked so well. I love Minecraft Bedrock Edition. It's a perfectly coded game. Oh, okay. That one actually brought me somewhere. I was like, oh, okay, just over the void, but no. Right. Oh, this brightness pack, it's hurting my eyes with the sky. Right, we're gonna go in this direction a long way, I guess. Go stream with frustration and confusion, says Waffles. I know, right? Well, that's so weird. What's the problem? Right, I think we might need to go a substantial way out before we actually find anything worth getting. So I might just fly up a long way into this very, very odd looking sky and then just float for a bit. See how we get on. Higher and higher. There we go. I have no horizon line to adjust my flight now, though. It's a bit annoying. I believe. Oh. Just there. Want to do it? Leaves your durability okay? I would hope so. Just gonna grab my sunglasses as mitts. Yeah, it's bright, isn't it? Where's dark mode when you need it? You'd like to support Foxy? Consider supporting on Patreon, says Foxy No Tail in the chat. Thank you very much for that, Foxy No Tail. Appreciate you shouting me out there. Grab your dad and subscribe with Prime for 3 months on a 3-month streak.
3 months? I can't believe it.
Glad to have you back live.
I know. Subscribed for 3 months.
I wanted to be live again this evening, but we're recording a podcast tonight instead of yesterday because they're doing the 1.20 update name reveal at 4 p.m. GMT today. Any ideas what it's going to be, peeps? I have no idea what they could possibly call this update other than the 1.20 update. I reckon that's what it's going to be its name. Sniffers and whiffers. No, you've got to look at how it must be a short word because the text's like they blacked it out, haven't they? So you've clearly got update on one side, which is quite long, and then you've got something there. So I want to know what it is. It'd be a short word, I think. This guy's like looking directly into pain, lol, says Waffles. I'll take my brightness pack off when we land, and I'll get rid of it because it's not helpful, is it? I don't want to offend anyone. Update. Oof, Tim the Reaper. I don't know. I have no idea. The next update. I don't know. I'm kind of just like thinking they're going to put 1.20 update. Just like a big troll. The no promises update. 30 Legend Gaming subscribed for 35 months. Subscribed. 1 month off 3 years. That's ridiculous. Good job. Thank you so much. Tiny Bet has achieved a milestone, apparently. They've watched 3 consecutive streams this month and sparked a watch streak. Wow. What's a watch streak? Never heard of it. Oh, we got a hype train on the go as well at the moment. Nice. If you would like to just help out with the hype train a little bit, it'd be appreciated, but you don't have to. No pressure. Hi all. How are you all doing? Says Teddy. I'm good. How are you, Teddy? I can speak good. Right, we have hit the 5,000 block barrier. We are going out some distance.
A few moments later.
Starting to see the ground appear below us. Let's see what the next end city we come across has to offer. Don't forget, we're only here for shulker boxes, but I will attempt to take any elytras I can find as well. That's all we need is the shulkers. I'm good. Try not to die to guardians, lol, says Teddy. Yep. I feel you there. The broken updates is Waffles. I don't think, is it broken? Doesn't seem broken to me. I know the betas are a bit squiff, but I mean, it's not released yet, so fingers crossed they fix it before it comes out. Oh, Lawful says, Mitz, thanks for the gifted sub. Well done. Thank you, Mitz. I didn't even see that. You've given 321 subs to the channel. That is ridiculous. Thank you so much, Mitz. You're glorious. Where's my end cities, guys? I fly all the way out here and there's not even an end city. Oh, there's one. Apart from this one, where are they all? I expected to see them all next to each other, all lined up in a row, nice and conveniently for me. But no! Is there really no shulkers here? There's a... Yeah, there are. Okay. I didn't hear one, so I assumed there wasn't any. Right, we're going to take a quick moment to log out. Which means we're going to spend 4 hours locking back in again, because it takes ages to log in. Right, we're going to turn off my brightness pack. Oh, we don't need that anymore either. Might as well get rid of that and that one. Crash the game probably. Did Jesse B and Ricky year them down? They did the original ones. They tore down a few of the ships. Pain and gain update, but extra emphasis on the pain. I wonder if, like, we got 2 new wood types. We've got a camel. We've got some new wood stuff like books, bookshelves, hanging signs, and things like that. We've got the sniffer, but I don't think the sniffer will have any, like, impact on the name. Why is my sky still like that? Which pack of mine is doing that? I thought it was my brightness pack. Which pack is doing that then? Or maybe it's my nether fog pack or water fog. I'll just take these off. Put my brightness pack back on. Now weird.
Hey look, someone just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Look.
Grandma Gamer.
Grandama_gamer just subscribed for 2 months.
It says Grandama, but I'm calling you Grandma Gamer, okay? Okay. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe it's like the wood update or something, but it doesn't feel like we got quite enough wood to be the wood update. I don't know. Oh, we got archaeology as well, haven't we? I forgot about archaeology. Oh, man. The old update, the ancient update.
Hello there.
Hello. Ah, there we go. So it was one of those 2 packs. Right. Right then, little Shulker, my Shulkery friend. If you would kindly just die, that would be lovely. Thank you for dropping a couple of shells there. Appreciate it, mate. Go down the hole of many doom onto the ladder of success. Ooh, free stuff. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I've gone too far down now. I've gone too far down the ladder of success. The throw things at the wall and see what sticks update. The a little bit random update. The how bizarre update. The clearing up our back catalogue of ideas update. I don't know. It's bizarre, isn't it? It is an odd update. Oh, we got diamonds. I take them. We're going to need a shulker box already in order to put the stuff in the shulker box, I guess. So let's... I didn't bring a crafting table. That's smart of me, wasn't it? No, not that one. I want that one. I did bring a crafting table. How handy. We shall make a shulker box. It's incredible. I've already made one, guys. Aren't you all impressed with me? I can see it in your face how impressed you are.
Just subscribed. Almost
Yay, Pickles!
Boxy, no cheer.
Thank you very much for subscribing, Pickles. Appreciate it, mate. Almost 29 months. Ridiculous. Squirrelish says, can you dig it update? I don't know. It doesn't seem to quite fit. It only fits one aspect of the update, that really. No shoot. I'm so small. I'm only small. I can hear another one. Right, let's do the same thing again from... Let's just pop a thing there. I can see which one I've done, and we'll go up to this one and do the same thing again. Top down, shulker attacking. It's the future, I'm telling you. Apart from when you can't reach. Apart from that, it's a perfect way of dealing with these pesky critters. There we go. Another one down. Another one bites the dust. Sniffers dig too, says Squirrelicious. I don't think they'll base it based on the sniffer, because the sniffer's like a... It doesn't count, does it, the sniffer? It's not part. It's not a planned part of the update, because it's just a mob vote winner. So I really don't think that'll have a...
Use web browser, not iPad, lol.
Pardon? Meerkat says subscribe with Prime. Subscribe to 2 months. Finally figured out the Prime sub. Use a web browser, not an iPad. There we go. So if you are struggling with an iPad or a device, just use a web browser. And all will be forgiven. And you can finally subscribe just like you've always wanted to. And that's that one done. Excellent. Right, next Tower of Many. Which one haven't I done that one? Okay. Go this one then. Cave update part 4. It's not really got any cave stuff though. So... I don't... I'm not going to agree with you on that one. No, I don't think so. I genuinely have no idea. There's no theme, is there? There's no theme. They did say there was a theme, sort of a bit, kind of. Well, we sort of a bit got a theme, but I mean, to be honest with you, even we don't really know what it is. Ow. How did it... What? Look at all of the damage I took then. How was that even possible? Hey, missing the stream, says Neg. Well, I'm back, guys. I'm better. Full of beans. I haven't eaten any beans, but it's not that... It's not... Yeah. I've got energy. Let's put it that way. The themeless update. I don't think it will be a pun-based name. You never know. It could be. Could be. Well, we will find out today at 4 p.m. GMT, and we'll be like, oh, okay, that's what I was expecting. The balls are easier to hit today. Ow. He says, missing them wildly. Stop it. Good to see you back again, folks. He says, Griffin, I honestly didn't feel like it's been that long. Has it been that long? I suppose I've just been bitting and bobbing for a while, haven't I? And I guess, you know, I feel like I've done loads because I've recorded all of those duck shot videos as well. So I kind of feel like I've been overly producing content lately compared to normal. But I keep getting messages and comments like, "Where's Foxy? When's he coming back?" Like, I just was a bit ill for a little bit, guys. I haven't gone anywhere. But it's nice to know that you missed me and that you're worried. Because that means you care, right? Not about you, just about videos. Oh, fair enough. You're the same, to be honest with you. Hello. There you are. Oh, and hello. Thank you. Thank you for your wares. Appreciate it, guys. Right. Next tower. I won't do that little one just yet. We'll do the tall ones first. Hello there. Goodbye there. The Plusbro update. People miss you when you're not around, says Mitz. Oh, I should be around more, shouldn't I? Speaking of being around more, I need to do some more Discord stuff again. I need there's been so many games that I've seen recently where like, I want to play that, but they're quite old games. And obviously with me not having been very well and being doing other things, haven't been able to. But I kind of want to do some of those games that I've been thinking about on the old Discord stuff. Don't know how many times I check the Discord to see if I miss content notifications, says Savage. Oh man. Speaking of, I have my own bot now. Not that it's actually properly active, but I spent a little bit of time while my throat was hurting and I was taking some time off from making videos and streaming, making a Discord bot. And it actually works. So it's been running in the background, sort of just seeing how consistent and useful it is. It's had a few minor little issues here and there, but yeah, I think it's going to be taking over Me6's job of announcing things soon, because Me6 is great, but it often is asleep, which isn't ideal. Test, says Mitch. Yes, exactly. Test. I cannot tell a lie. You were the only fox with no tail I watch on YouTube, says Chris the Ripple. Well, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Don't watch any of those other foxes with no tail. They don't know what they're talking about. They just can't compete with my goodness.
NFANN 1990 just subscribed for 2 months.
Look, I had to test it, okay? I know I've been spamming the test channel with the word test a lot, but only you guys could see it. Right, okay. Which is the next slightly slower tower? This one here. We'll do this one next, guys. This is the way. Speaking of this is the way, Mandalorian season 3 is back on. First episode came out on the 1st. I already seen it. It was okay. Ah, look out. Okay. There we go. Just like this. Yes, ow. Stop it. Do you realise how frustrating it is, guys? Oh my God. What? You were in the window then? How did you do that? Did you see that? I want to see that on like slow-mo replay. That shulker went into the window. I'm convinced of it. And then was like, no, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to go somewhere else. No spoilers, says Mitz. Well, it's got a Mandalorian in it and a baby Yoda, and that's about it. And they went to places and did things, okay? I won't spoil it any more than that. Love the Mandalorian series, says Griffin. Need to rewatch the last to remind me where it left off before starting. Well, don't worry, it actually has a previously on the Mandalorian at the beginning. I think it did. Pretty sure it did. I didn't seem confused when it started, so it must have done. Because I'm very good at forgetting things. Chris the Ripper gifting a sub to Foxy No Tails community. It's the first gift sub to the channel, and they've gifted it to Neg. Thank you very much, Chris the Ripper. Appreciate it, mate. Hello there. Goodbye there. I found him, guys. He was hiding. Oh, hello. Did I not get rid of you yet? Oh, man. Thank you. It has recap feature, says Griffin. Everyone dies. Trust me, bros, as waffles. Shh, no spoilers. What did Mitt say? Another TV series that I've been... I've seen them all before, many years ago, and I loved them. And I've been trying to watch them again. Is Fringe. Did anyone watch Fringe? And I absolutely loved it when it first came out. But it's one of those ones that's like at that age now where they used to do 26 or 20 odd episodes per season. And it's just... You forget how like slow those series used to be just to like get through the story, because it's like, oh, we got a detective case to solve and then a little tiny bit of story, and then you're like, oh, we got another detective case to solve. So it's slow. And like TV shows these days, you've got 8 to 10 episodes and it's all just getting through the storyline. And it's amazing how our like attention spans, I guess, have changed over the last few years, or at least mine has. And I'm struggling to like... I can binge a 10 episode series easy in one sitting, no problem at all, even if the episodes are an hour long. But with that, I'm thinking I can like watch 2 or 3 episodes and I'm like, oh, it's hard work. Was many sad when Fringe ended, says Mitch. Yeah, I loved it. It was like one of the best series I ever used to watch. I was genuinely sad when that finished as well. I guess it wasn't popular enough. I think the producers of film and TV are running out of ideas as everything has been covered, says Griffin. I don't know. I think there's always new ideas to be had. It's like when people say, oh, you know, they can't make any more good music these days because all of the songs have been done. No, there's always good music coming out. There's always variations. People are creative, and they always have been forever. We're never going to run out of creativity, I don't think. I think that's... Foxy, you got a clip? Did I? In the window. Oh, thanks, Mitz. I'm going to check it out. Did it go in the window? Watching now. I don't know whether you can hear it at all. I doubt you can. Oh, I missed it. It did. It went in the window. We now return to Aladdin 6. Jafar gets glasses. Wow. Morning, Vivified Mod. It's Gixer. I know. Turns out my system for having covered all of them is failing me slightly, because I can't remember which ones I've been to now. Should be able to see by the ones that have got holes in the top, I guess. Ah, this one hasn't got a hole in the top. Hello, little Shulker. We come for your guts. Well, technically your shell. I've been that way. Have I been that way? Yes. Have I been that way? Have you seen the Bray on Amazon Prime? Only around 6 to 8 episodes per season, and released season 2 not long ago. So good. No, I haven't. Never heard of it. I found out Amazon Prime has got a lot of good content on, but their user interface, the way you find it, is awful. It really is. I find it so difficult to find anything to watch on there, and their search system's rubbish as well. So I find myself not really watching anything on Amazon Prime unless I know it's on there and I'm looking for it, which is such a shame. Whereas like Now TV and Netflix, even Netflix does a better job of it. Where'd he go? That's there. And it didn't used to be too bad, but they changed it recently. And now, like, you've got this big square at the bottom of, like, one show, and you hover over it for less than a second, and it expands to fill your entire screen. And I'm like, no, I don't want to see anything about that show. I want to see what else you've got. It's like, how am I supposed to find anything when you're covering the entire screen? my big 4K TV with one thing that I'm not interested in, and it's just, I don't know, it just, I really struggle to find anything worth watching on there unless I heard about it from somewhere else. Any shulkers down here? Completely agree with you and Amazon. Netflix and Disney have much better content and better info. Yeah, Disney's is great. You can find anything on Disney. It's really good at showing you what you haven't, you know, just lots of things on the screen. And I think the Prime people must just assume, or maybe they've got data that backs it up, but everybody's using like a small screen mobile device to see it. Whereas Disney's like, no, people are watching this on their TV, so let's make everything a reasonable size so that they can actually see what they're looking for. I think it's much better. And I see you somewhere around here. There you are. Hello, mate. I leave no stone unturned. Oh. Okay, I think we've pretty much covered that one there. So let's move on. Netflix is going to lose everyone if they carry on being morons, though, says Mitz. Do you want to expand on that? In what way I agree with you, but in what way do you think Netflix are being morons? Their pricing system, their fantastic attitude. What is it? What is it, Mitz? Discovery Plus is my go-to, the only streaming service worth paying for, says Waffles. I don't think we got that here. Paramount Plus is out here now, but I've not looked at that. To be honest with you, I'm not really interested in that. Cancelling popular shows, says Roth. Well, they must obviously decide that they're not worth continuing to put money into. They wouldn't just cancel things that are making them money. It doesn't make sense, does it? It must be financial reasons behind it. And we, I think it's like Twitter. Twitter's, I think in its entire history has only ever had one profitable month, and I'm pretty sure Netflix is the same. They're pouring more, like billions into it in production and content every year, and not actually getting any return from it. And when they're now obviously facing these issues where they are having to cut costs and try and reduce expenditure, it's probably the least popular shows that they'll have the data for that are going to end up being the ones that get on the chopping floor, sadly. And that's sad because it's often the case, like with Fringe or with Supernatural or like shows like that. It can be your absolute favorite. It could have a massive cult following, but if it's not the most popular, if it's not making any money effectively, then it sadly has to go. Which sucks. And then there's the account sharing problem with Netflix as well. Well, again, they shouldn't have ever made it okay. And they even said like a long time ago, it was like, oh yeah, account sharing's great. But I think they must have thought at that point they were going to get a lot more people actually paying for subscriptions. They should never have done that, because I mean, realistically, you're cheating the system. You're not paying for something if you're sharing accounts with somebody, and I don't, if they hadn't have done it from the start, no one would have a problem. It's like, software and stuff you buy has got license on it, and you can't just give it to anyone you want to watch it or use it. You can only use it on the thing that's licensed, and I think that's totally fair. That if you want to watch Netflix, you should have to have an account to watch Netflix. And yeah, they've got family stuff and things like that, so they've got different options for different people. But I personally don't complain at all about the fact that they're trying to reduce the amount of sharing that's going on, because at the end of the day, they're making content, they're pouring in millions and millions, and if everybody's just sharing it with a friend, that's half the amount of people that potentially should be paying for it. And I know in a lot of those circumstances that other person probably wouldn't pay for it, because they'd be like, well, I'm not really that interested in it, I only watch it because I've got it for free. But that's it's a business at the end of the day. It's not a free service. I think I see that sort of attitude so much online, of people being like, oh, why should I have to pay for this? Why should I have to pay for that? Well, that's how things work. That's life, you know. Things don't exist for nothing. Content isn't free. Nothing's free. Everything has to be paid for. So why should someone else have to pay for it? Pretty sure my sister and I are still using the same account in different locations. It's the same as me having a lot of devices. Yeah, it's not rolled out everywhere yet that they're going to bring it down to one house. Not with their new rules. You may be risk losing it entirely, says Mr. Balrog. Waffle says they're only going to tick off their current customers if you drive up piracy and shooting themselves in the square in the foot. Yeah. Mitt says yes, but you should be able to share with kids at different addresses or after stay. No, I don't agree with you there, Mitts. If you've got a TV license in this country, you can't share that with your kids that live at other addresses. Why should you be able to share Netflix? If you want to use Netflix on it should be per, in my opinion, it should be per address. I think is the fair way of doing it. But realistically, they could do it per device. They could say, well, you want to watch Netflix on your T, it's this price. You want to watch it on your phone, it's this price. But they don't do that, but they could. So I totally, unfortunately, Mitts, disagree with you on that one. Which is unusual, because me and you normally agree on things. Unless they've got like a family sharing package, which other services do. You know, like what we were talking about the other day. YouTube Premium's got family sharing package. It's much more expensive than an individual one, but allows you to do exactly what you're saying. And that makes sense. Although, for me personally, the YouTube Premium subscription is ridiculously expensive because realistically, most people, I would imagine, like myself, only really want it for getting rid of the ads. And considering it's priced more than Netflix and more than Amazon Prime, and you're getting a lot less for it, I think it's a rip-off. But they do have that tier system in place so that you've got that option if you want to share it with your family. There's a guy who's just been jailed for having Sky Sports sub, then using OnlyFans to live stream to others for a fee. Wow. I know there's a service that one of my friends uses that basically they have a system somewhere, or some company's got a system somewhere where they basically stream everything to them to one place, and then they share out these little dodgy boxes and they send everything off as if it's their own cable network. And they're just using torrents and stuff like that to share it. And I know those things exist and they're, you know, saving people money, but that's the sort of thing that just pushes prices up for everybody else. The second one person games the system, it starts costing money for everybody else. It puts prices up. It makes things unachievable for the companies trying to create these things for a reasonable price. So yes, while it's possible to download all that content off the internet for free if you wanted to, you're just ruining it for everyone else. That's exactly what happened with like music. Music used to be so cheap and easy to get hold of, and now we've all got to either have a subscription to it or pay extra for the devices and the media to get hold of it, and it's a shame. Okay, but the rest of what I wrote, that part isn't right, I don't think. What was the rest of you wrote? You have to stay out for work. You can't even use your own account because you're not on Wi-Fi. Yeah, that sucks. But what's the way of dealing with that? Unless it's per device. But then everybody would go mental if it was per device. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. Like, you go on holiday somewhere to a cottage or something, you should be able to take your Netflix with you and sign in. Yeah, totally agree with you. But how do they manage that? How do they know it's you unless they're going to make you like do fingerprint verification every time you sign into to Netflix? Which could work, I guess. Blue Cat Eye says, I have a family pack for 3 viewers. I have 3 viewers, one at a different address. I'm debating dropping it as a result. Yeah, I think they'll lose a lot of business doing it. Absolutely, because a lot of people do that. I mean, my brother used to share Netflix for years because it was a much more convenient way for us to do it. And then I didn't have Netflix for months because basically he decided he wasn't going to have it anymore, and I was like, well, I'm not buying it. I have got it back now, but I'm at the point where there's nothing on it I want to watch, so I'm going to cancel it again until the next series of Stranger Things comes out, I guess. It's the only thing I want it for. So yeah, Well, what's the solution? Thank you very much, Rakdog, for the 100 bits. There's no easy solution, is there? Theoretically, you could thwart the crackdown using a VPN hosted on your home network, like a Pi VPN. There are ways to get around roadblocks like that. There are, but if the systems were in the right to start with, you wouldn't need to have hacky workarounds like that. There used to be, in the end, the end cities would be in a line. It feels like there's not many end cities kicking about around here, but then again, we have got a relatively low render distance on this server, so it's going to be hard to find them. Drives customers away when they crack down on sharing. Customers they would have retained otherwise. Yeah, that's why I said they should never have allowed it in the first place, and they certainly shouldn't have endorsed it, because they did. They shouldn't have done that. They should have thought about it from the start, because then you get, when somebody comes into a system that they consider as a fair system to start with, they're happy with it, or happy enough with it. They might go, oh, it's a bit more expensive than I'd like, but I consider to be able to use the Surface worthwhile paying that price. I wish it was cheaper, XYZ. But then when they take something away from you when you've gone that it just irritates you, just gets you back up, regardless of how fair on paper it might seem. It's, yeah, so a lot of people will run away from it, so they probably, I would imagine at some point not too far in the future there's just going to be no more Netflix, because they're just not going to be able to afford to continue. But something else will come along with the same model as Netflix, but with the systems in place right from the start, and the people that engage with that will be like, well, that's fair, even though it's probably either more expensive or more limited than Netflix used to be, and it will succeed. So just one of those things. Just how life works.
You subscribe for 3
People don't like
months.
having things taken off them,
Savage Flump just
which could get me onto a
subscribed for 3
whole different
months.
conversation
Why
about
wasn't
certain
I
things
already
around the world, but I'm not going to go into that. Should keep the chests in the same one as the Shulker Shells, really. There we go. YouTube Premium is fantastic, though, says Waffles. It depends what you use it for. If you're into the music side of things, great. If you're watching YouTube on your phone a lot, or on your device, and you like to use the download feature so that you can preload videos to watch them later on when you're out of signal, then yeah, there are some really useful features. But for me, it's totally pointless. I don't use any. I only realistically watch YouTube on the TV. I hardly ever watch it. Oh, that didn't work out. Hardly ever watch it on my mobile. I have no interest in YouTube Music. I have no requirement or need or desire to download YouTube. I certainly don't need it running while my app is closed or while my phone's turned off. So for me, the only reason I want it is to get rid of the ads, which they're getting more and more and more aggressive with every month, it seems. Like going through some of my videos and seeing the ridiculous number of ads there are on there, and I'm like, why are there so many ads on this short video? I haven't put them on there. And it's an aggressive strategy to get more and more people over to YouTube Premium and rely less on advertisers, I guess. Which, when you've got, whoa, hang on, no, I have a shield, why am I not using it? Well, when you're in a world that is forever changing and on the brink of problems constantly, you can't rely on advertising revenue. When everybody's got no money, when there's energy crisis and things like that going on, you can't rely on advertising revenue. So they need to make sure that there's other revenue streams coming in, otherwise YouTube will go away. Apart from ads, I don't need any of that. And ad block, says Roth. Yeah, but ad blocks just... again, you're just ruining things for everyone else with adblock. I strongly dislike the use of adblock for YouTube, because as a creator, you just ruin, I get a share of YouTube Premium if somebody with YouTube Premium watches my videos. I get a share of the ads if someone does. If everybody's got adblock, I'm not making YouTube videos. That's it. I'm not going to just do it for nothing. That's what I've based my life on now. I would have to go and get a job, which means you wouldn't get YouTube videos. So whilst that might be a nice way of you dealing with it, it's not helpful for the creators. It's just ruining things for everyone else. And also, it's you try to get ad block on a TV. Again, doesn't help me out, does it? If I'm only watching YouTube on TV, which I do, I'm sure there are some TVs out there that do it, but mine doesn't. I don't use ad block for channels I sub to, says Roth. Shouldn't use it for any. Our channel's supposed to grow and thrive. I know you don't want to see the ads. Nobody wants to see the ads. But, sorry. I'm sorry. Just, I think it's bad. Bad chi using ad block for YouTube as a creator. And I've considered using it myself on many occasions because, like I say, nobody likes the adverts. But I'd rather take a little bit, of what I'm getting out of YouTube, put it back in order to, make sure that the platform can thrive. I've not watched any TV in 5 years. I've told them countless times I don't need to watch TV yet. They send me love letters telling me I've watched it. If they come to the door, I just tell them no thanks, close the door. They're door-to-door salespeople. They have no power to enter your property unless you invite them in, says Griffin. This is about TV license. Savage Flump said something. What was it? Also, something BBC funding. Haven't paid my license in a decade. I invite the dude in every time, offer him a cup of showing my apps list on Roku TV. Yeah, I get really, really threatening, aggressive letters from the BBC constantly about TV license, threatening to send somebody around. We know you've been watching TV. You must do this. You must do that. It's disgusting. They should not be allowed to do that, because I don't pay for a TV license because I don't watch TV. I haven't even got live TV or the ability to watch it. I don't even have an aerial plugged into my TV. I don't have a set-top box. It'd be impossible for me to watch live TV. So it's so stupid. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. And I don't see why, with all of these subscription services going on, why they don't just go, well, let's make it subscription. And the reason why? Because they know nobody will subscribe to it. Because they don't make good content anymore. This is the BBC I'm referring to. There's less friction in paying for premium than trying to block them on my TV or phone, with the ads getting more aggressive. And yeah, I totally agree with you. I just wish that they would have a no ads option tier rather than, hey, you get all of this junk that nobody needs anyway as on top of that. Because it is ridiculously expensive just to remove the apps. And I think they would get more business that way if they said, okay, so what's YouTube Premium at the minute? It's like, what is it, like $11.99 a month, something like that? If they said it's $6.99 a month to remove the ads, or $11.99 a month you get all these extra features, I think loads more people would subscribe to it. I genuinely do. Ow, stop it. No, the TV license have enforcement vans that go around. Then they revealed the vans have never once led to a fine. It was all just scare tactic. Probably. They say that they can monitor you, but they can't. All they can do, the only way they could potentially monitor you would be to literally point a microphone at your house and check to see if there are sounds coming from your house that might match up with any live broadcast going on. Which would be next to impossible to do. And then they still got to prove that you weren't watching whatever it was, like from an on-demand service. So they can't do it. There's no way they can enforce it. Which is why they're so aggressive with it. Oh, I forgot you could fly with the Elytra. They were looking at tying in the TV license with your council tax or your iPhone internet connection. they do that, then I will just go to town. I'm sure other people similar position. I think people will stop paying their council tax. I'd be tempted to. I'm not going to be forced into a TV license when it only goes to the BBC, who don't produce any content worth watching. Yet they have the monopoly on all of the other TV companies as well, like Channel 4 and ITV. Making content, but they can't get any money from the TV license. Yet the BBC can be like, you're watching Channel 4 illegally. How does that work? How does it work? It's so broken. Well, then it's going away, isn't it? They have said that they're getting rid of it all in, like, is it 2027 or something? So they've realised. Oh my goodness, stop disappearing. Hey. Where'd you go? Even still with the microphone, it's an invasion of privacy. You can take them to court for breach of GDPR. Yeah, probably. So like I say, it's not enforceable. So it's pointless doing it. It's pointless wasting their money and resources on those things. So they I'm sure they won't even bother. It'll just be scare tactic letters that they send like they do to... I get them once a month. I get a letter from the BBC. And what annoys me more than anything is it's one of those envelopes that goes, "You've broken the law" on the envelope. Just like, hey, hang on a minute. Who do you think you are? telling like my postman that I'm a criminal when I'm not, just because I haven't paid for my TV license, which I don't use and legally don't require. Who do you think you are? It doesn't say like literally you're a criminal, but it's got something to that effect on the outside. It's like you're doing, you know, we know what you've been up to type thing. Sure, they'll find another way to waste your taxpayer dollars, says Waffles. I'm sure, yeah. It's bad enough the council's charge for green waste has gone up £35 to £55 in 2 years. Yeah, considering they only pick it up half as often now as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you get for it? Nothing. What does it go into? Nothing. It's the police that don't exist. There's like 3 policemen in the entire county that are all on holiday. The fire department, but these days it's no, like very, very rarely any fire because things are built better. Schools, which then have constantly doing fundraisers to raise funds for everything because they don't get enough money from the council. Undo my boo-boo. This is that song, mates. And the way they do it can cause serious mental health problems and cause undue stress and anxiety. It certainly causes anxiety and stress. I mean, if you're getting a serious mental health problem from receiving post, then I think you've got more to worry about than the post you're getting. I think you should probably go and get some help. But yeah, stress and anxiety, absolutely, especially if you don't understand it. Three police, you're lucky. We have 2 to spare in time. Yeah, but mine are all on holiday. Waffle says, is there anything in place to stop neighbours from sharing the same waste disposal bill? No, it's not broken down. It's you get council tax per household. Every house has to pay it based on, basically there's a ranking of houses that are like grade A to G or whatever, and depending on the size of your house and how many bedrooms you've got is what rank you get, I guess, regardless of how many people live there and how much stuff you're using, and you pay for your council tax based on what rank you get. So the lower the letter, the higher the council tax. So if you live in a big house or a relatively large house like I do, but you're the only one there, you pay the same rates as you would do if you had a full family living there. And it's just council tax. There is no... I think they do. You can ask for a breakdown of what it's going to, but there's no like, you're only paying for waste disposal, you're only paying for this. You pay for all of the services regardless of whether you need them or not. It's such a good system. And then they take all of your wages. Then they take all of your business tax. Then they take your fuel tax and your food tax and your fat tax and all of the other taxes that you get. And then you're left with about 30 pence at the end of the month to go, oh, look, Take that, guys. No, we'll take it when you're dead as your death tax. Oh, okay. Fine. I better spend it then. Don't want you getting your greasy mugs on it. Fuel tax. Even if you have electric. Yeah, here's now. Yeah, nothing free now. I often joke about the police in my area with their sirens being the national anthem for the number of problems around me. I keep to myself, don't cause any problems, says Griffin. I have to use special garbage bags for garbage guy to pick it up. They do give us bins, to be fair, like big old wheelie bins, like which obviously cost money. But it's not like they're replacing them every week. They last for years. So I don't think we can complain when it comes to waste disposal. Now that obviously we're forced to recycle, which is a good thing, they give us the means to make recycling as easy as possible. Literally all we have to do is put the right things in the right boxes, and they will come and collect it, and they will sort it all out at the sorting area, and they will deal with it. And not all councils are the same. Some are a little bit different. Some have different methods to others, but I don't think any council make you do anything other than put the right thing in the right box. So we complain about the cost of council tax, but the waste part of it, I think, is the most generous part. They do make it easy. It's someone else's job. And if you really are that lazy that you can't be bothered to sort out your recycling, then that, you know, again, you've got problems. You need to sort them out. Let's all just move to Jersey and pay less, says Savage Flump. Yeah. I think the bigger the infrastructure, the more expensive things become. It's just natural. It's just natural that it works that way. So Jersey, obviously, very, very small place. Not many people in it. It's much easier to have a more efficient infrastructure and a more efficient, therefore, money's not getting wasted left, right, and centre. As soon as you've got lots of people in big areas, money gets wasted. And the bigger the place, the more the waste. At what point do people band together and refuse to pay silly taxes? Well, it's against the law, isn't it? So you risk imprisonment for not paying things like that, and you risk fines, and it affects your credit. So it's, there's a lot of things in place to make it an unpopular thing to do. We have to separate our recycling into a bin and a bag, apparently because the sorting costs charged by the third party farmed it out too. It's still not difficult though, is it, Squirrel? Not hard. Rob says, we did that in the late 80s against the poll tax. A lot of people went to jail. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Exactly. So there's very little incentive to go against government-based taxing and schemes, because they'll just be like, right, fine, go to jail then. And they never let you get away with it. Even if they just be like, well, you still owe us that money. They'll charge you it until you die, and they'll take it off you when you're dead. Like student loans. When the year before I went to university, they had the scheme that my brother was on, which was like, we'll give you the money, and you have to be earning over a ridiculous amount of money a year to have to even think about paying it back. And after so many years, if you haven't paid it back, we'll write it off. And it was like, oh, great, that's good. The year I went, they changed it, and they said, right, we're gonna, literally, it was in the paperwork, we will come after if you haven't paid it back, even after you're dead, we will come after it from your family. The bracket to actually start paying it back was a lot less, like a third of what it was before, and the rate at which you had to pay it back was about twice as high. So that seemed fair. If they decide to take your entire wages, is there anything left to lose? If your tax is your entire wages, then you're doing something wrong, and you need a new job, or you need to move house. I don't think it's possible to be your entire wages, because most of it, apart from council tax, is means based. So you're only getting charged 10, 20% on your personal tax unless you're earning over a certain bracket, at which point only that amount that's over that bracket is taxed at the higher rate. So it's impossible for them to tax all of your money unless you live in an absolutely giant mansion and you're paying a ridiculous amount of money on council tax, in which case you're living above your means and you should move to a smaller house. At which point you'll have loads of money because you've just sold that giant property you've lived in. When I went to college, we got grants, not loans. Says, yeah. That would have been nice. Have I got them all yet? Are they all dead? There's one down there. I see you. I see you. You just don't get shells like you used to. I remember the days of coming in and there'd be 4 shulkers all sat on the same spot, giving me endless supplies of shulkers. No, not anymore. They've all turned cheap. I remember those days, says Griffin. Yeah. Did I get the shells? I think I must have done. That's what shulker farms are for. Yeah, I need to build a shulker farm. It is on the to-do list. Like I said, right at the beginning of this stream, if you weren't here, you would have missed it. That it is something I know very little about, and it's something I want to learn before I go and look at so-and-so's tutorial and get that idea of how it must be done ingrained in my head. As I like to come up with my own ways of doing it and then compare them against how other people have done them and gone like, oh, well, actually the way I've done it's better, or oh, well, it's not the most efficient way of doing it, but it works the way I want it to. So, just how I roll. Oh, you got me. Mate, not very fair. What gives the government the right to stick their hands in your pocket and steal the money you've rightly earned, says Waffles. Well, if they didn't, we wouldn't have a very good society. Everything would be dirty. Criminals would be running rife everywhere. There would be no schools or governance. It would just be a hellscape, really. It would be chaos. So the whole point is that you pay that tax so you can live in a relatively safe, relatively clean, and relatively well-educated society. And while it might not be perfect, it's a lot better than it would be if it didn't. So yeah, no one likes taxes, but they exist for good reason. Oh, we got a loser. Yeah, exactly, Pickles. What gives you the right to drive on roads that someone else paid for? Yeah. What gives you the right to go to schools that someone else is making and paying for the teachers' salaries for? That's what I mean. If there was no schools, right, or if there was no government schools, then everybody would have to have private tuition, and that would be a lot more expensive. So you would get only the rich being educated, and educated very well, and anybody that wasn't able to afford it would they'd just be thick. They would have no education. So they wouldn't be able to get a job. They wouldn't be able to survive. So you'd have even more disparity between rich and poor than currently exists. It would be ridiculous. It would literally be like the olden days when only the rich was educated. And nobody liked them days. Private schools are a thing, says Waffles. Exactly. Can you afford it? If you can afford it, great. Can your neighbors afford it? Can your friends afford it? Can your family afford it? Do you know how expensive private schools are? You're talking tens of thousands of pounds or dollars a year for tuition. Can you afford that for all of your children? All I ask for, fill in the potholes, says Miss. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, but then we'll all be moaning when there's roadworks everywhere and it's taking us 20 minutes longer to get to school, to drop the kids off, or to the shops. Because they never do it quickly, do they? But yeah, I agree. Fill the potholes in, or make roads out of something that doesn't end up with holes in it. Make them out of rubber. Don't need to afford it. I don't have kids as Waffles. Well, you don't have a say in this argument, then, I'm afraid. If you're not contributing to the next generation of society, then you really shouldn't have an opinion on things that, yeah, that are pushing the country and the world forward. Without children, there is no future. With uneducated children, there is no future. I already have that HS2 plus everything else, says Squirrelicious. Potholes keep my husband well paid to sparing time. Griffin says, you look at the roads in the UK, the Romans built them a lot better. I'm sure I've seen some people out with fishing rods the size of some of them. Romans may have built better roads, but the only things walking on them back then was people, horses, and the occasional, if you were very rich, horse and carriage, which had very thin and weak wheels. These days, when you've got big old trucks and lorries and stuff and millions, literally millions of cars going over them, I think the Roman roads wouldn't have lasted 10 seconds. So I don't think those two things are comparable. Unless you're suggesting all roads are now made out of cobblestone, in which case, good luck to you and your constant suspension tires and alloy wheel repair bills. Don't. The A1 I have to drive down every morning is currently 40 miles an hour because of the roadworks. Still at least April, says Mitz. Well, there you go then. Stop moaning about the potholes. Brood says, Waffles, you can pay taxes and services can be available to all the people, or you can have everything private for only those with money that can have things. Exactly. And then you get very rich and very poor and nothing in between. Society don't work that way. We tried it. Blue Cat Eye says, I don't have kids either, but I wanted to pay some taxes to have the kids around educated so they don't walk around total nonsense. Exactly, Blue Cat. Savage Pump says, currently paying private school fees for my eldest. Oof. Yeah. Your wonderful voice of reason, Foxy, says Crimson. I like to think that I try my best to think things through, and obviously will be the devil's advocate on things I don't necessarily agree with, but at the end of the day, my theory is, as much as there are bad people in the world, and business people are there just to try and generate as much money from you as possible with very few morals and ethics, everything is done for a reason and by generally reasonable people. Because you take an average of all of the people on the world, you will end up with a reasonable person. That's just maths, it's science, it's logic. So if you seriously don't agree with something that's done on a national or a large scale, it's probably there's a reason there you don't understand. And I try to put my head in those headspaces and understand it, whether I agree with it or not. Whereas I think a lot of people just go, well, I don't like this. This is rubbish. Why does this exist? This is stupid. There should be a better way of doing it, which maybe there is. But it's not always the case. Horse armor? No, thanks, mate. Pickle says, Waffles, other than the obvious statement that you massively benefit from living in a society with an educated populace, people owe a debt to the society and community they live in. Taxes aren't the most perfect way to do that, but that's what we got. Waffles says, the public school I went to was a colossal waste of time. Last thing I want to do is support it. The fact that you're here typing and writing into this chat, Waffles, would suggest that you got at least something out of your schooling. The ability to read, the ability to write. Whether or not you succeeded at school could be suggested that's down to you and how much attention you paid, or it could be to do with the school. It could well be that it was an underperforming bad school and there were bad circumstances with bad teachers, but at the end of the day, whether you realise it or not, you got a lot out of that school, whether it's just a social experience from other people or an understanding of hierarchy. There's a lot you will have got out of it that you just don't attribute to school. Some of it good, some of it bad. But the fact that you're here writing, it's an indication your schooling wasn't all that bad. I assume, potentially, if you're talking about how easy money is to get hold of, you've probably got a job. I would attribute probably some of that experience you got from school. I don't know you, so I have no idea of your circumstances, but I would guess. Griffin says, I think the way TV community shares pretty much the same mindset and have the same ideas about life in general. It's good to debate topics that broaden your minds and, yeah, have less of a closed mind. Absolutely. Try and understand any topic, regardless of whether you feel strongly about it one way or another. Even if it's like you're really emotionally for or against a subject, try and understand it from all points of view so that you can really get a grasp of it and have a conversation about it with people that feel wildly the opposite direction with you, and do it open-mindedly. You know, try to. It's very difficult if you've got an emotional horse in that race, I guess, is the easiest way to put that. Right, we could all shout and scream about the medical system, the NHS in the UK, the people that have suffered from it, the families that have suffered from it, but at the end of the day, without it, we'd be in a worse situation. It's not a perfect system, but it's the one we got. My house has never burned down. Why should I pay for services? Don't say it, Rob. Don't jinx it. The Rob will be joining the Discord tomorrow going, I've got a new house. No, the other one burned down. It's the same, you know, you could argue like, why should I have insurance? Why should I have insurance? And it said, well, it's just in case. Just in case. If people only had insurance when something went wrong, right, then insurance would be a lot more expensive. The reason insurance is effectively so cheap, which it is if you think about how much, you know, you crash your car, the insurance company pays out a whole lot more money than you've ever paid into them. And if we only had insurance when we needed it, everything would cost as much as the damage or the repairs would cost. So spreading it over the populace by means of, you know, a forced way of having things means it's much, much, much more cheaper and affordable by generally most people. Waffles, there are places in the world which have significantly less taxes. If you really have such a problem with them, I recommend looking into those places. I would recommend maybe if you did genuinely struggle with school so much, maybe look into a further education thing. See if you can enlighten yourself a little bit more in the areas that you missed out on. If your school wasn't great and if it wasn't giving you what you needed from it, maybe, you know, opening your mind a little bit with some more education might help. Education's not a bad thing, it's a great thing, and it doesn't have to be done through a school. It can be done at any means in any point or time in your life, as long as you're prepared to open your mind and listen, I guess. So it's never too late to understand more and learn more, and learning's a great thing. Without learning, we might as well have never evolved. Like Mitch, she's not perfect, but she's the one we got, says Balrog. Thanks, Balrog. Appreciate you, says Mitch. Wow. What has Mitch ever done to you, Balrog? Jeez. How many times have you been banning Balrog, Mitch? What did you do? You done something to upset him? Oh, we got a loser earlier, didn't we? Can anyone remind me who the loser was of the sign game? Because I've been waffling on for ages and I didn't put it in my book. I'll put it in my book. And then I'm going to go have a wee-wee. A wee-wee? Yes. You learn all the time, like how learning tips on Minecraft is spare time. Exactly. Long on gamer. Hello, Jesse. Jesse B is in the house. How you doing, Jesse? What's going on? I'm gonna go now, but only for a second. Back in a minute, peeps. I'm back. This piece says I'm okay. 3 a.m. Can't sleep, so I thought I'd hang out here a bit. Well, thank you, Jesse. And that sucks that you can't sleep. Right, where was I up to? Have I got everything from this city? I feel like I have. I want to check out how many Shulker Shells we've actually got, because we've been going a little while now. What have we been doing? Had an hour probably since we came to the end. Have we actually got anything worth having at this point? I can hear a shulker kicking about, but I don't know where it is. It's on the side somewhere. Let's have a look what we got. Spoils of many, many wars. Actually, I don't need that one because there's one already out. So we got nearly a couple of stacks, which is way more than we had to start with, so that's good. Not so bad. Could be worse. Stupid horse armor. Nobody likes you. Go away. Lol, you know a good way to get more stuff, says Jesse B. What do you mean, Jesse? What sort of stuff are you looking for? It's okay, I'll be with good company until I inevitably pass out. Oh, Jesse. Are you still away or are you back now? Just finished the top half of my spider spawner farm whilst watching, says Spare Time. Nice. Waffle says, Pickles, who decides what's fair share is and who's the Pope of Fairness? Well, many people that are clearly more intelligent than us that spend a long time looking at history and populace and financials and details, and they realize and understand how much things cost and how much people earn, and they determine how much people could reasonably afford in order to keep the whole country afloat, whichever country you live in. So yeah, it's those people that decide. There's not one person decides how much everything is. But it feels a little bit pointless. No offense, Waffles, but it kind of feels a little bit pointless having a conversation with you about this when you're clearly won't be swayed on these things because, as to your own admission, you have little education on the subject. Blue Cat, not exactly true, since the ones I voted didn't win, so I have the system that's awful. I have to pay. Oh my goodness. This is another the false ideal that people live under, is that if the people that they voted for get into power, that all of a sudden everything's going to be perfect in the way they wanted it, whereas realistically nothing changes. Very, very, very little changes when regardless of what they promise and what they say is going to happen, when a new government comes into power, almost nothing of consequence changes. You still end up one way or another paying the exact same amount out, sometimes a fraction less, sometimes a fraction more, but nothing changes because you can't change a whole country or a whole society overnight. And they're never in power long enough to see any substantial change before the next ones come in. And they are only interested in getting your vote the next time round. So they will do absolutely everything they can not to make any major ruptures in society and cause potential problems. They're not prepared to take a gamble or a risk, so they're going to do everything slowly and they're very, very, very carefully. So regardless of who you voted for, it's very unlikely that anything would be any different whether you voted, depending on who you voted for, unless there's something very, very, very specific and minor to the society as a whole that they promised that they would change, that they actually have a chance of changing. If voting changed anything, they'd ban it, says Griffin. Be nice to have a PM we voted for, though, says Vivified Mod. Does it matter? Does it make any difference?
Oh my goodness.
Because you don't vote for a prime minister. Well, you do. You're supposed to vote for the person that you want in your area. So the whole voting system in the UK is totally broken and stupid, in my opinion. When it comes to the vote, it's not like the US where they're voting on a president. We have a voting system where we're supposed to vote for our local MP And depending on how many local MPs of a certain party get voted in, then the Prime Minister will be the person who is the leader of that party. So you're not supposed to vote on a Prime Minister, but we don't. We vote based on popularity contest, which is totally stupid. It's totally stupid. And we decide whether or not we like our government stance based on how well a single person, the Prime Minister, has done their job in our eyes or how made any mistakes. It's totally pointless, stupid system. So I don't agree with you on that one. We should, in my perfect world, in Foxy No-Tail's perfect world, each party would put together their ideas, right, as their what they genuinely believe that they could do within their time in power in the country. It would then go through some unbiased third party that would look at all of those plans and decide whether or not those are achievable. And if they are, they would get put into a pot as a blind vote, and you would vote. Every single person would vote on that policy, and the policy that won would be the party that got in. So there wouldn't be any more, well, I'm Conservative, well, I'm Labour, I'm Liberal. No, none of that rubbish. It's what do we want to see from our country in terms of changes? What are we most passionate about in terms of the country changing, rather than who's the most impressive looking president or Prime Minister? It's totally pointless. Why are we voting on a person? They can't do anything. They don't make any decisions on their own. They're stupid. Well, I'm voting Conservative because my family always have. Yeah, but why? But they might not. Yeah. Glad that we're not the only ones who don't vote directly. So you have to choose between local and federal, says Brood. So politics, says Mitz. Yeah, but I'm not siding on a political side. I'm not saying I think these are the best, or this person's the best, or that person's the best. I'm staying safe with my opinion by just suggesting that the system as a whole doesn't work in the way that I think would be best. And I think that's okay. I think I can not ruffle too many feathers with that opinion, as opposed to going, oh, I really like this person or that person or this government or that government. That's where I draw the line on talking about it publicly, because that's where you start, alienating people and splitting your audience. Griffin says, oh yes, Mitz, always interesting topic to discuss as everyone has their own views. There's no right or wrong answer, to be honest. There will always be disagreement somewhere. Oh yeah, absolutely. And this is something I was thinking about a lot recently, is how could you possibly have a society or a country or a system that everybody was happy with? You can't. It's impossible, because everybody's got their own backgrounds, opinions and ideals of what they think would be suitable, whether that's directly suitable for them or whether they think it's most suitable for other people. We've all got completely different backgrounds and histories, so it's impossible. So we got to have the best it can be for everyone in general, and as long as everything's not on fire, I think it's okay. Yeah, moving on, says Roth. I just meant moving on, says Mitz. Okay, I move on. Jeez. So the weather, says Squirrelish. Big issue is that most politicians fairly well off egotists find it hard to realise. No, I guess there's a lot of that. Very difficult to get into those situations. If you didn't go to the right school or mix with the right families, which is not an ideal way, again, of structuring things, but we're talking a whole different kettle of fish now. And I think Mitz is right. We should probably move on. How does everyone stop spider climbing in spawner farms for sparing time? That's a good question. Unsuccessfully in my experience. There used to be stairs. You used to put stairs up. Then it was signs. Signs used to work, and then signs stopped working. So People say magma blocks, but I don't think magma blocks actually stop them climbing because I'm pretty... So, 695 by 1625. Oh, no. Go away, shoot. I tried to write in. Oh, no. Stop it. Leave me alone, jeez. Run away. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh, jeez. Right, kill me here, and then you won't all be over there where I don't want to be. There we go. Thank you. Ah! Right. Oh, I ain't got an ender chest. Oh, man, I can't run back to my base. Well, I think we don't have to worry about things despawning, because they're a long, long way away. If anyone could write the coordinates down in the chat, that would be very handy. Thank you. I nearly got them, but I've forgotten them already. Oh man, I got a long way to go. Why do you break the spawners to screen? I don't want to break it. I'm not ready. You never know. 1.20 secret update. Silverfish spawner suddenly totally OP. You never know. Oh, the weather. I'm envious Americans as largely they have proper seasons and at the proper times. In the UK, says the birds are confused. 1 minute it's raining, the next is sunny. I don't agree with that, Griffin. I think you can't look at America and compare it to, like, say, oh, America has season. You can't go to a specific point in America. Well, maybe you can, and have all of the seasons perfectly, but you could go to different areas of America and be like, oh, they've got a really good spring here, they've got a really good summer here, really nice winter here. I don't agree that the whole country has all of the weather perfect, but the UK is small enough to get pretty much the exact same weather regardless. So yeah, Southern California has no season, says Jezzy B. Exactly. In the north, says Gemfire, even when it's sunny, take the big coat. No. Oh man, my tunnel is too long. I'm going to have to go see my villagers as well, because I don't think I've got another mending, unbreaking, and elytra, which I'm going to need. I'm definitely going to need in order to get all that way out. Did anyone get my coordinates, by the way? Please, if you could, anyone could just watch back the chat a little bit there, the stream a little bit. I know I'm pretty sure it was like 600 and something by 16,000 something or other. You'd have to compare all of Europe to America, says Sparing Time. To be fair, the birds here are in full spring mode, just in time for -10 temperatures and snow next week, says Rough. I know, right? Oh, jeez. Can't watch back on Twitch, can we? Says Crimson Tide. There's a clip there. Mitz clipped it. Thank you very much, Squirrelicious. Put it in this chat just so that I got it. Hope that no one else beats me to it. Rewinding streaming isn't a thing on Twitch, is this his waffles? No, I saw there was a clip from Mitz. But she didn't post the useful stuff. Right, have I got another Silk Touch pickaxe? Silk Touch shovel. I'm gonna need another pumpkin. Have I got an axe? No, I wouldn't get an axe. I suppose I should probably take another shield just in case. Just in case. Put my head in there. Right, what else do I need? I need more elytra, and I need to go and enchant them, which means I'm going to need levels. We need more rockets. We got this. What could go wrong? Oh man. I've not got anything I can break though. I've got a pickaxe. It's not the pickaxe I was looking for, but it'll do. I need to take an ender chest with me. Even if it's just to put in the end bit. Don't want those anymore. So let's grab that. Grab a couple of... No, I don't want obsidian, mate. I want those. Oh, we need a... No, actually, we're not going to bother with an end pearl. We'll just fly the whole way. Right, let's go do some trading. Grab some levels. Fix these elytra up. Thank goodness you have spares and put the majority of your stuff in an ender chest, says Griffin. Yeah, that's very useful having spares. It would be a very long way to go without them. Right, I'm going to trade some of this iron. To grab some emeralds and then go see our other villagers and get some tasty books. Want some iron, mate? You want some iron, mate? You want some iron, mate? You want some iron, mate? Got all those bottles of XP, but I don't want to use them. I'm saving them up. There you go. Thanks, mate. Might want to check the elytra durability. Yeah, don't worry about that. That'll be fine because I'm going to get mended in a minute. Wait and see. Oh, hang on a minute. There were some more tasty golden carrots in there. I'll take them. Wait a minute. If I whisper mitts, I've never used it. What are you two talking about, eh? What are you two talking about? Wait, buy an iron hoe, says Waffles. Why? Why would I want one? I don't need it. Hello, friendly chaps. Only me. Fortune, not ever so useful. Mending, got a few mendings here. And unbreakings, there we go. Perfect. I don't think I need any of that. I don't need any of that. Okay, hello chaps. It turns out I don't actually need to trade with you at all. No, it's not toolbox I want. Where's my anvil? Probably in here. It is. Mending. Unbreaking. Oh, my anvil break. There we go. Lovely job. Pick that up. Put it in there. Pick that up. Put it in there. All those emeralds that we no longer require. Yeah, we've got enough elite. We've got enough. Oh, okay, maybe. We'll just fix our elytra a little bit. Buy some bookcases. Here we go. Job's a good one. Now, let's do this. What are you up to today, Foxy? Says, great, Cyan. We are making our way back to a very, 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 very long way out in the end because I just... Is that a robot? I'm collecting you for science expert, for being friends. Have I got enough stuff in there? Possibly. Don't disappear, little robot. Let's have a sleep, actually, before I end up dead. I need those, and I need those, and I need one of those. Come here. Now, come here. Take the... Ah. No. Shoo. Come back. Why are you going so far away? There we go. It's my best friend. Come on. Ow. 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 Right. You're going to have to wait here, though. Please don't despawn. There you go. Sit. Thank you. Doesn't that death technically count as falling down a one wide hole, says Mitz? Is that what I did? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I wasn't really paying attention. It's going to have to stay there because I've got no silk touch. Whee! Ah! Don't worry, guys. How did I die from that? This game is so broken. Maybe McLucky there with you. You wrote that just before that happened. So you tell in the future then, Foxy, this flying thing may not be your bag. Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know where he played fail. The Mario music. Nice. How did I die from that? It wasn't even that far. Foxy, 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 how's your day, Sir Stitch Fix? It's going well. We're doing good. As usual, my Minecraft skills are on point. Jeez. This it's not mine. Honestly, baby, it's not mine. This is someone else's stuff. They just went splat here. It has nothing to do with me. Don't know what you're talking about. Jeez. What? Why does my shovel go on the floor when I try to put it in my shield slot? Because the game works perfectly. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry. Where's it? How do I go down? No, Featherfalling says, yeah, but I didn't hit the ground hard. I could understand if I'd hit the ground hard, but it was sort of a gentle splosh. If I had to describe it. That's how it would be. Described it. Did it. Have I done it again? Have I walked past where I need to go? No armor on. Yeah, but I gently tapped down on the floor. And I got pumpkin armor. It's the strongest armor in the game. Trust me, bro. Just delicates, apparently, yeah. Delicate no tail. Uh-oh. Oof. That was close. Thanks, Ralph. It didn't work. Oh, man. How am I supposed to get past this? Let's dance, silverfish. Oh, man. I can't. Stupid silverfish. Meh. Right, I've set I don't need to set my spawn. Oh, maybe I did. Did I slept near my bait? Oh, jeez. Oh, well. Oh, and I didn't leave an ender chest there. Ah! And I don't have any pearls. Ah! Don't worry, guys. I got this. Right, we're going not that direction. We're going this direction a long, 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 long way. Yeah, Griffin, 16,000 plus blocks on the Z. So we're going to be flying for a while. I'm 1,000 blocks up in the air. Let's get my my legs in the right position. Here we go. My X right. There we go. Glide there. We'll be there in no time. Too bad there's no engine attachment for Elytra, says Wobbles. I know, right? OMG, that's a long coast, lol, says Dutch. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a while. Sit back and relax. Wait for a little while. No any jokes, guys? I could go make a coffee. I could do with some more coffee. Do I trust letting myself just... Well, high up. It actually seems to be going down quicker than I expect to. Nudge up slightly. A little bit more. Right, yeah, I wouldn't, says Griffin. Don't forget to watch your Y. My Y's fine. I'll be back in a minute, guys. You keep your eye on it, right? Just more coffee. We're panicking. Oh, we've not even come down halfway yet on the Y. Litra check. Doing good. Litra in Bedrock shouldn't take damage on coasting, says Miss Borg. Oh, they absolutely do. They absolutely do. Not very quickly, though, when you've got them breaking. Only 10,000 blocks to go, guys. We're not quite halfway. Yummy.
Hello there.
There was a whole release log about it in 117, 118, says Mr. Rorog. There may well have been. Hello there to you as well, 6 weeks. Hello, thanks for the sheep scream. So I guess they got a bug about it then. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to take durability while you're coasting, is it not? Maybe it's not. It doesn't appear to have gone down much. Maybe it just used that much while I was rocketing. Possibly. Yeah, it's hardly going down. Maybe you're right. Did not change, so they only take durability when using rockets, says M-Fan. Well, that's a good thing then. That's really good. I've never noticed. In that case, don't have to worry about that at all. Bedrock isn't known for following the rules. Also, you started coasting with near full durability. That's what I thought, Waffles. When I first started coasting and I checked the durability, it was full. Right, while we are coasting, although I'm nearly at the ground now, so I probably have to boost up a little bit more. Yeah, it's definitely going down. It's 100% going down. I need to watch that clip of me dying so that I can figure out exactly where I was. We'll get my bearings when we get there, so I'm not traipsing around for 5+ minutes trying to find my stuff. I know we've got the exact coordinates, but there we go. Oh, we're going way too far that way. Get it just right. It's easier when there's a horizon line. I think we got it. There we go. Still going a bit too far that way. Actually need to get... Yeah, we go. Perfect. Right. Okay. Do you know where you bonked into the wall? There's Waffles. That's what I'm going to watch the clip back for. Where was it? Scroll up a wee tad. Oh, Mitz, can you send me that clip again? Because it's gone further in the chat than I can scroll to. Plus. Just realised you could have used the Elytra to get in the end island portals to save some time. I did, didn't I? Yeah, Balrog, I've got the coordinates written down. They're in chat. What I need is the clip so I can actually remember where it was in relation to the actual structure. Thank you, Mitz. Let's have a quick look. Oh, okay. Yeah, not as useful as I thought it might be. I thought there might be some from outside, but it's fine. I mean to get to the outer island, says Tim the Reaper. I just flew straight from the end island. Oh, you mean I could have used one of the portals to get out a little bit? It doesn't really... It only saves you about 1,000 blocks. What's the UI? That's the UI, says Great Sam. What? What? Elytra still holding strong. Only 5,000 more blocks to go. What's the UI, says Great Sam. What do you mean? It's Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So it's the Bedrock Edition UI. You know, the one where all the numbers don't fit in the boxes anymore. The player tab. Oh, on here. Oh, we got death and hour counter. We're at hours now. It was on deaths a second ago. $4,200 blocks to go. How hard could it be? What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, that Elytra durability is... I just saw it jump then. Definitely going down while gliding. I knew it. I knew I wasn't wrong about that. Hi, says Ramakum. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I had the AFK thing and it never worked, says Great. Oh, you obviously didn't have mine. Get yourself over to fxnt.net and make yourself a player's pack. Ah. 3,200 blocks to go. It's those guys. Just have to wait for my entire life. I gotta get home again after this as well, haven't I? I suppose I could find one of those little portal-y things. I think I did. I use a lot of your stuff. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. We're coasting a little bit too far over to the right. We need to go left a little bit and get back up into the 600s there. What was it? 694, so nearly 700. Dun, dun, dun. No, the AFK display. Oh. Excuse me. This is a test of durability of your elytra, says Yoda. It's me getting back to my stuff after I died. Everything in your ender chest and jump off the quickest way, says Mitz. Oh, Mitz, I don't want to die while I'm out in the end. I've not died in Minecraft yet. I've been alive forever. Look how many I've been alive for. Where's the deaths? Wow, my hours are rubbish. Look how many. Oh, 630 per gen, and I've put like 131 in. You've not got many levels anyway, says Mitz. Levels are everything, mate. Just saying. Another head at least, says Mitz. That is true, yeah. That's probably the easiest way back. We're getting there. 1,500 blocks to go. How's our elytra doing? We are past the halfway point. Or are we dead on halfway? I can't tell. We're doing okay. $1,000 blocks to go now. But actually, the chunk board has stopped working on my game for some reason on the armor stand, says Great Cyan. Oh man, you're doing it wrong, bro. $700 and something blocks to go. They have to be very aligned in the block, says. Yeah, they can't be on an angle. All right, let's start seeing if we can see anything. Can't see anything. There we go. We built this city. Which one was it, though? I'm going to say it must have been this one. Potentially, I don't want to hit it hard and die. No, I don't have any armor on. Ah! Right, what was it? 726. So we need to still go in this direction. So it must be that one there. Gently, gently. There it is. There's my stuff. Gently. 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 Steady. Steady. No, there's the Shulker Shells. That's not my stuff. Huh. No, I still got to go. What? This is the spot, is it not? 694. Oh, I need to go in that direction. What? 694. What? 694 by 726. Was it over at this one? No, it can't have been. Where is it? Where's my stuff? Uh, 751. It's saying it's over in this direction, but it can't be over. No, it's saying it's over in this direction. Okay, must be in this bit. Oof. Starting to panic. Don't want to lose my stuff. Bucket of water. Yeah, it'd be useful if I had one. There it is. There's my stuff. All right, no shulkers, please, bruh.
Hey, look, someone just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Look.
Raktok78 just subscribed for 2 months.
Was a bit of a splat. Whoa, don't die. There are deads. I've run out of space. Quick, make space, guys. Put stuff in here. Fast. Okay, pick up the rest of my stuff. Those seeds are really important. There's a bit of stuff up there. Quick, quick, before it all despawns. Those blocks are really important to me. Oh my goodness, thank goodness for that. All right. Don't die. Hooray! We did it, guys! We got everything I care about and more. And I fixed my elytra, getting my stuff back as well, so that's good. Hurrah! What a good day to be alive. Right, let's put a load of stuff back in my ender chest. I need this one. And you're going to have this rubbish. Where's that pickaxe come from? I must have picked it up in the city, I guess. Oh, my bow. My bow is gone. I don't appear... Did that go in there? Oh, it's there. That's okay. My bow's not gone, guys. Don't worry about it. Just me being an idiot. Those there... Actually, no, they go in my shiny things box. That one. Foxy never dies. He just resets, says Rectop. Exactly. Yep. Yep, I'm glad you understand how this works. Lovely stuff. Ah, it's all going rather well. It's going rather well. Yeah, it's going very well. It's better than I could possibly expected this trip to the end. Right. Okay, what else we got? More junk. Let's sort out our shulker boxes while we're here then. Put some of this junk away. See what prizes we got. We got a whole bunch of useless junk. My favorite. We got... Wow, look at all those diamonds. 9 of them. And we got over 2 stacks of Shulker Shells, which is wonderful. This is nice to see. We got a bunch of blocks and a bit of glass. We got more junk. Where did all those ender chests? I had... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I had a whole bunch of ender chests. Right. They're useless blocks. They can go in the useless blocks box. That's not the useless... Wait a minute. That's better. And you can go in the stupid box of stupid things. Right, let's pick up the wood. I'll put the wood in the wood box. Now, Mitz, your idea of jumping into the void is a fabulous one, but there is a problem with it. And if anybody can, you know, guess my problem, then you win. But there is a quite significant problem with me doing that tactic. And I would do it if it wasn't for this problem. But because of this problem, I can't do it. Can anybody tell me what they think that problem might be? Put armor on, says Mitz. No ender chest room. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So as much as it is a fantastic idea, a rather fantabulous one, if I don't mind saying so myself, we can't do it. It's not possible. So we will find one of those little sprouty things that we can go through. We shall chuck an ender pearl into it, and we shall find our way home that way. How hard could it be? How difficult could it be? Oh, there's another ender, a whole city over here that we didn't go to. Let me just grab this elytra then. Might as well. And then we'll do the off, mate. Wow, this is a big city as well. Look at the size of this city. More stuff than the ender chest room. Yes, exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, most people would make space in there before going this. Look, my ender chest serves a very, very important purpose. I can't just go round doing things differently because I'm going to the end and being all sort of organized or something. That just, it doesn't make sense, bits. What a strange thing to suggest to somebody, to consider what they're doing before they do it and, you know, do things differently. That's so weird. You're so weird, Mitz. Jeez. It's bizarre the way you play this game. I just don't get it. What an odd bod you are.
Well, that seems too simple.
It does, doesn't it, Slack? It seems far too simple. Look at all me litras. I got so many litra. I'm litra rich. I'm going to take these. I got a full stack of those ones. I'll take those. Sorry, I forgot you and Sandstone Mix. Oh, you and your crazy ideas, Mitz. Oh, what do you like? What a character. Yeah. Right. Find one of those little blinky things. Oh, there's another city here as well. And another ship. Or is that the one I literally just come from? I don't think it is. I think this is another one. It is. Oh, we should take these ones as well then. Remember, Biz, he's a toddler, says Lawful. Wow. You guys are so mean.
Many, 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 many.
I think you'll find that's mine. Thank you. See, I didn't take any damage that time, and I went down right plonk there. This game. You want to take damage? No, thanks. Ah, tough. Diamonds? You never get diamonds. Well, you always used to get diamonds. Why is there no diamonds? Who's eating all of the diamonds? Oh, darn diamond eaters. More junk for you. More good stuff for you. More junk for you. Can have a ladder as well. I'm feeling generous. You're welcome. Right, now let's try and go home. Jeez. Giving me all the things I should have had ages ago. Now, if we actually headed in the... like that... Is that another one? Stop it! His real name is Rodney. Whose real name is Rodney? Saving any damage for the next 1x1 hole. I think it is. Thank you. Ow. Got me in the bum. No diamonds again. Jeez, I'm sick of sorting out my shulker boxes. Don't you realize, game? This is boring now. I just want to go home. Stop giving me more end ships. Very frustrating. Jeez. It just doesn't seem to realize, does it? Just one more. A little one. Just one more ship. You can do it, little one. Yes, there you go. No. Stop it. Wood. There we go. Right. Let's try again. To leave. Some of us are waiting to go for lunch too. So I know I got stuff to do this afternoon. Can't be hanging out here all day. Ew. Hey. Okay, which is the way home? Show me the way to go home. Oh no, don't tell me that's another one there. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. No, there's no ship. Good. Right, we are looking for the little obelisk-y things. Obelisks of many goodnesses. Keep your eyes peeled, peeps. I'm relying on you because my eyes are awful. If anyone happens to want to load up, what's it called? Chunk base, seed, 1056, and find me one in my local vicinity, I'd appreciate it. How many people do not imitate the Shulker? Says Screwlicious. Some, like that. That's what Screwlicious said in the chat. If you don't believe me, check it out. Oh my goodness, no! No! Stop it! Stop giving me more ships! I've had enough! Thank you. Those two always give you 2 shells. Well, the other ones don't always. Oh, they do. Oh, shut up. Clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Any diamonds? No. Just more carp. That's really useful, Screwlicious. Yeah, an end gateway that's over 14,000 blocks away. Very useful. Now, if you could get one a little bit closer... not that I don't appreciate that one that's, you know, my entire life away in the other direction, but I'm just kind of thinking that there's maybe, and I'm just guessing here, but I'm guessing there's probably one a little bit closer. Maybe. Who knows? Oh my god. I got so much stuff. Give me another one of those, bro. More junk. I don't know why am I even collecting it at this point? I don't need it. Thanks, Ruff. Yeah, really useful. Really useful. 12,500 blocks away. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be one. Oh, I need to relog. There we go, Screwlicious. It's better. It's a bit fast, Screwlicious. Yes, a bit. This one just round the corner. It's just drive in that direction for about 14 hours and go left a bit. Morons, all of you. Right. Okay. We are ready to go and find that. So what was it? 1512 by 14182. So we're going in this direction and that direction. Significantly further in this direction. There it is! I see it before my very eyes. I found it myself without any help at all from anyone. I would have done in the old days, just try and fly into it like that. There we go. But I wouldn't do that anymore because I'd probably die. So I'm just going to pile up to it and throw this ender pearl through like this. There we go. And look, there we go. We've landed in the end. Wait a minute. That what he's saying didn't follow what I see on the screen. Got him. Must go. Work stream very laggy. Can't wait for the podcast. Says Stitch Fix. See you later, Stitch Fix. Thank you very much for being here. I myself am about to do the off as well. But before we do, we have to take our new roboty friend back to the into the base. Into the base. That's where he goes. No, I just want you to stand up. No, don't steal me. No, have a fence post and then let me put. Thank you. Man, whoever coded these robots was dumb. Come on, little robot. Come see your little roboty friend. Come on. Yes, I didn't put enough zeros, says Squirrelicious to Roth. Wow. I see. Come on. This way. Don't look over there. Watch where you're going. You're banging into things. Must have taken years to code the robots, says Lawful. Yeah. It takes a very long time for Mojang to do these like new technologies and things. So yeah, I bet it did. I bet that took them forever. You on that one. There you go. You're both on there now. Come here. Come here. This way. I'm over here. Look. Where you going? Look, that's it. Now sit. Sit. There we go. Good. Right. On that note, peeps. I've still got my pumpkin on. It's about time we did the off. So, have we got any raidable people in the raidosphere? Carved pumpkin stack? I can't believe it. I don't believe it. Thanks, Foxy. Hear you later, says Squirrelicious. You might do. I might be very quiet. Might not have anything to say on this week's podcast. Who knows? Might be totally silent. Jen, says Ractor. Jen's streaming again. Jen's been streaming so much lately. Look at all that tasty goodness. So good. I got it all myself and it never died once. Not even a bit. Right, let's do the old raid to Jen then, and we shall say cheerio. Cheerio. Bye. I'll see you later. Raid channel. Jen Fire. Start raid. Smell you later, peeps. Say hello to Jen for me. 3, 2, 1, go bye.